A team of Southwest Research Institute engineers have created an interactive decision tree aimed at finding the best solution for specific oil spill scenarios. We go inside the lab to learn more.
There are a lot of parameters that go into determining what approach you need to take to clean up an oil spill. The two kind of major, I guess, overhanging ideas is that you have to worry about your environmental conditions, whether I have a large waves presence, if I just spill my oil, is it going to spread very far? How thick the oil is there ice present? Is there a cold environment? Am I going to have to maneuver around some sort of obstacle? So those are type of parameters that go into it. There's also this time factor that if I do not apply dispersants or clean up the oil in a certain time frame, I can no longer clean it up. We decided to take on this project and looking at the different technologies that were out there to clean up oil spills and looking at their efficiency. Oil spills actually happen more often than people think. We only really hear about the big oil spills, really. Items such as when Deepwater Horizon happened, that was like a massive oil spill. But smaller oil spills happen more frequently. But however, they do have a great impact on our coastal waters in terms of the fish and the birds that are surrounding them. It could impact the life organisms that are in that area.
There's also a lot of freshwater oil spills too, like the Great Lakes region. I mean, that's considered a very large, kind of a coastal body as well. And our river systems like Mississippi River and other major rivers that transport hydrocarbons, they can have oil spills, just as easily.
One of the virtues of this interactive decision tree is it was written in the common code XLVBA. What that means is any end user can use this decision-making tree and add to it if they have other tools that can help in the oil spill cleanup process.
What's so great about it is that there are almost, I want to say, hundreds to thousands of different types of scenarios that a user can take and input into the tree. And what it does is you enter things such as your weather parameters, what type of oil I think I spilled, my anticipated time frame of me getting there, and it'll tell you after I put in all that information, what is the most efficient piece of equipment that is currently out on the market that could clean up my oil spill.
There was a fairly arduous process of doing some initial literature review on finding what different technologies are out there. And we're just two people on the team. We had several other people on the team as well that helped us to do that. And we would do interviews, similar like what we're doing right now. We would do interviews with people who use this technology, whether it was phone or whether it was in person. And that really helped kind of lay the groundwork of what directions do we need to have, where are the holes, where are the gaps. And so once we collected the different pieces of delivery technology, which can be like boats, airplanes, helicopters, very large aircraft, we started looking at how efficient are each of these processes, how fast can they get to an oil spill, how much payload can they carry, and like a payload of dispersant, this chemical that can help clean up oil spills.
There is this public misconception about oil spills in general. So the whole idea is to take this decision tree and show everyone out there the decision-making process that goes into cleaning up oil spills, because there's a lot of information, and I think it's less known to the general public what decisions actually have to be made to make that happen.
Right, and you have the large oil companies are required by law to have a certain amount of assets to be able to clean up immediate spills and to comply with government regulations. So if we did this project for the Department of the Interior, they help regulate and enforce to make sure that they're using tools like this decision tree to help plan for a future spill, because a spill will be in the future. I mean, that's just the amount of oil and gas production that is in the United States and around the world. There will be another big spill. How big, how the size of it, and that's what the real big impact here is. We can be better prepared for that next big spill with a tool like this.